Welcome back. Well, from the broader market, just want to pull up one stock, Pyramid Pharma. That one has made a comeback in style. Actually, it listed at around 180 rupees. Then it corrected to around 60 rupees. And now from the recent lows, it's doubled. I think the past quarter's numbers were quite good. And the management commentary as well, fairly optimistic. But as promised, let's get straight to the hospital chain KIMS. They reported a good set of numbers in the past quarter. Mr. Bhaskara Rao, the chairman as well as the managing director of the company, joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Rao. Good morning and always good to see you in. Well, give us a couple of broad details. In terms of occupancy, well, it was pretty good in the high 70s for the past quarter. And your average revenue per occupied bed was around 31,000. For the year, how do you see both these two parameters play out for the second half?
Second half, actually the next quarter will be a little seasonal one because of the festivals and other things. The fourth quarter will be definitely much better. And combined all those things, definitely it will be an improvement than the first half year is concerned. Definitely a better results in the second and third and fourth quarters too.
So you see occupancy levels move up, say from around 76%. Do you think it can move by a couple of 100 basis points higher?
Yes.
And also the average revenue per bed from 31,000, where do you see it headed, say by the end of FY24 and FY25?
Maybe 32, 33 will go up.
Okay, so 32 to 33,000 is the average revenue per occupied bed is what you're looking at, with a couple of 100 basis points improvement in your occupancy. Let's talk about two other growth verticals. The first one, you said that you are looking at increasing your sales coming in from medical tourism. The last time we spoke, it was close to around 1%. You had a guided band of 3 to 4% as an aspiration. Where do you see that number going? And secondly, your new child and mother brand, Cuddles, that you've started in Nagpur and Visakhapatnam. What is your expansion plan out there, and by when does it break even? What's the average revenue out here on this brand?
As far as the international market is concerned, we are not focusing in Hyderabad and Andhra Pradesh. Our plan is to keep when the Mumbai and as well as the Bangalore units are ready. Right now we are getting a little bit, which is very negligible. So once we able to keep contacts with all the international markets, so that it will be useful when these facilities are run and up and running. The reason is the connectivity to Bangalore and Mumbai are much better than compared to the Hyderabad is concerned. That's why we are not focused so far in international market. When we are moving these areas, we will definitely look into that. As far as the Cuddles are concerned, Vizag is doing very well, and then Nagpur has started. We are very optimistic that these two things will do better or what we anticipated. Definitely there is a lot more scope is there.
So what is the current ARPOB of Cuddles and where do you expect that to go?
Cuddles as such is right now is very premature. Now right now we are focusing on the volumes and the occupancies. Once that moves are the existing Cuddles, what we are doing, we are seeing is it will go into that level also.
Nice to hear Cuddles in the morning, Mr. Rao. Well, if you could tell us, any plans on changing the payer mix? Institutional revenue as a percentage of your revenues, how much is it? And will you look at reducing out there because, receivables will be higher out there and margins could be relatively lower?
See, basically what we are looking is now we are a large number in the bed capacity is concerned. We focus like that. And we are in philosophically or, our culture is that we need to be able to take up all variety of patients. So when there is a need, we will try to improve both cash insurance and also the corporates. So we don't need to reduce it. We will try to improve the capacity of that's why we are increasing both in Hyderabad and as well as Andhra. We are trying to do 1,500 beds in the next 2 to 3 years. That will be able to accommodate the volume, whatever we get. Definitely our focus will be on the cash and insurance, but not at the same time, we are not going to reduce any of the corporates.
All right. And as far as the expansion is concerned, you did speak about something in Andhra around 1,500 beds. But what are you currently at? And say 18 months from now, what would your total bed mix be?
So in the next 12 to 18 to 24 months, we are looking for a 1,500 beds in both Telangana and Andhra is concerned. Out of that, nearly 600 beds will come in Hyderabad, and the rest will come in Andhra in places like Srikakulam and Kurnool and Anantapur, and little bit in Ongole. But another places like in Nellore and Rajahmundry also is getting another 600 beds. Those we are now looking into the getting the permissions from the government. Once that comes, from that it will be, takes about nearly 18 to 24 months that 600 beds are going to come. Total 1,500 to 1,800 beds will come in the next 24 months.
Well, it's good for your business and it's good from an India standpoint as well. Number of beds, I think, on an average in India is much lower in comparison to the globe. Final question, sir, before we let you go. What's the current cash in books? Point number one. And point number two, will you utilize some of that cash for inorganic growth? Are you on the prowl?
Yeah, we have right now about cash on the main company is around nearly 150 crores. That will be useful for the inorganic growth only. And some of things when we get an opportunity, recently also we acquired from Nagpur and Sunshine shares, the existing shareholders. And if there is any excess cash, that we will be able to use it for the inorganic growth. Planning to invest in Mumbai, maybe in Bangalore, and maybe in the existing Andhra and Telangana facilities. That will be able to, in the next 24 months, as we look into that, we'll be able to get another 600, 700 crores cash flows in the internal accruals itself. All will go into that. So we were very, very confident that very, very disciplined about the financial discipline, that we will be able to keep 1:2 maximum EBITDA and debt ratio is concerned.
That explains it. And final question, that this 1,800 beds that you will add over the next 18 to 24 months, I did a rough calculation at your current RPOB and occupancy. This could mean a revenue of close to 13 to 1,400 crores for you annually. Would that be a right estimate to, look at those numbers?
After adding the 1,500 beds?
Yes, additional revenue would be around 1,800 beds, would be around 13 to 1,400 crores?
13 to 1,400 crores, maybe in a period of 3 to 4 years. See, as soon as you add the beds, it will take time to, especially the new branches like Cuddles and oncology we are adding, that will take time, not the existing beds. The beds what we are going to create is not for the existing facility, we are adding in new therapies. That will take time.
Right. Thanks a lot, Mr. Rao, for joining in and giving us all those details. We will wish you and your team the best of festivities. Take a short break, come back on the other side, we talk about the markets and individual stocks.